Alright, so welcome back to F1 Manager. This is round number 10, the Spanish Grand Prix. Last time out at Canada, we had our best race result of the season in Canada, with Théo Pourchaire finishing, I believe, P14. What a result. And today, I am just going to do exactly the same thing that I did in Canada, which is don't overthink things, don't stress myself out over potential strategy calls, just stick to a plan and use common sense. Common sense, however, is something I lack, so we don't know how that's going to go. Now, there's nothing to really update you on in terms of, upgrades and stuff. If you're wondering why I'm not developing any new car parts, well, here's my genius. And when I say my genius, I mean someone else's, because this is what someone else told me to do. I'm going to wait until the new aerodynamic testing period starts, and then I'm going to dump every hour that I have available of CFD, I think it's called, and ATR into one car part to make it stupidly overpowered, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, let's start the Spanish Grand Prix by setting our race targets. Honestly, today I'm going to go a bit more optimistic. I'm going to go for Théo, 18th or higher, Giovinazzi, 20th or higher. Well, I just realised, why is there 19th? I've just realised that. Why is it 21st, 20th, 18th? Yeah, that's quite interesting. We'll do 18 and 20, and we go into quali. Right, and here we go. It is qualifying time. Now, unfortunately, Giovinazzi's setup is a bit in the mud. I couldn't quite get one of the parts correct. The rest of it's pretty good, but one of them is, like, catastrophically wrong. So hopefully it doesn't damper him, or hamper him. What's the word? Is it hamper or damper? I don't know, no one cares. But hopefully it doesn't affect him too much. And, of course, if you are enjoying the F1 Manager series, why not leave a like on this video? Because not only am I telling you, I'm not asking you, I am telling you to, I'm forcing you to, it also really helps. And why not subscribe as well? I'm trying to hit 1.4k by the end of the year. And with that being said, the cheap plugs applied, I think it is ready to send our drivers out. Now, once again, I'm just going to do 2 runs. I don't see the point in doing 3. I just think it's a waste of tyres, to be honest. I mean, if there's a miracle where one of my drivers gets into Q3 and I did 3 runs in Q1, I just said ones. Ones. If I do 3 runs in Q1 and then get into Q3, I've got no tyres left, so what's the point? So yeah, here we go. I reckon it's about now. Théo Pourchaire is exiting the pit lane, and here he goes. I believe in the lad. He's been he's fantastic qualifying form as of recently. He has been. Where's all my logos gone? Was my car always that bland? It looks like it's missing logos. I'm not too sure. But we'll wait a few seconds, go to about 25, and then we'll also send Giovinazzi out as well. Théo saying that I can barely hear you and the radio is bad. That is not a hot start. Right, we might as well follow along with Théo Pourchaire for his first flying lap of qualifying. He has got a Red Bull right behind... Oh, no, I'm lying. He's gone. Where... Well, where's the Red Bull gone then? Oh, they had finished their lap. I think it was Max Verstappen going fastest. So through turns 1 and 2, let's see how the AI takes this line. Now, this should be easy flat. And it is in the game as well. So well done, F1 Manager, for that one. The driving line actually looks pretty decent for the AI on this track. A little bit too far inwards there. Kind of misses the apex completely, but it's not a bad exit. Get wide and then tuck it back in for the next corner. That was pretty good on the inside. I tell you what, the AI actually driving a relatively normal line around this track, which is quite rare. Over the curb, got to be really careful of oversteer through there, but that was pretty good. Now this should be easy flat or a little lift. A little lift for Théo, but that's fine, I guess. I'm not, too dissatisfied with that. I'm purely going off the F1 24 video game and the real-life F1 season. They do go flat out through there. Bit of a dodgy line through there, but it ain't the end of the world. That is really bumpy and really slow by Théo. Now, these final 2 corners should be easy flat. Maybe not this one. He's very, very too far inward in the final corner. He crosses the line, and he puts it. That's pretty good, really. I mean, he's ahead of Stroll, he's ahead of Russell, he's ahead of Sargent, there is still, and Hulkenberg, and there is still Albon and Bottas to finish their laps. So if Albon and Bottas finish their laps and they're behind Théo, he's out of Q1. Wait, no, I'm lying, he'd be 17th, so never mind, I'm lying. Wait, no, I'm not lying, he would be out of Q1. Okay, let's see how they get on. So, there's Albon. He's about to finish his lap, and he goes... Where is he? Is he just not finished? Oh, he's just started. Oh, okay. Oh, we have a yellow flag somewhere. Hulkenberg running wide at turn 14. Let's have a butchers. Final corner behind a Williams, and dips into the gravel. Now, in like the real world, you might, you know, break a leg by doing that because you'd spear off into the wall. But F1 Manager, our drivers are now okay. Alexander Albon is about to finish his hot lap, and where's he gonna go? Oh, that's really annoying. That is a quality lap time by Albon. Goes P12. What about Valtteri Bottas? Where's he these days? He's just about to finish. Oh, that's really frustrating. Why are you fast? Oh, poo! I definitely thought that Teo would be able to, you know, he'd be ahead of Albon and Bottas. They are both stinky drivers in stinky cars, but no. And there's quite a surprising bottom six at the moment. You've got George Russell in P20, Lando Norris P18, as Logan Sargent goes P16 on his final run. So let's wear the clock down to about 2 minutes on the, 2 minutes 50 or something. Then we'll send out Teo, wait till 2:40, send out Giovinazzi. That should be okay. Okay, so Teo's made it with a lot of time to spare and has an Alpine right behind him. Please tell me that Alpine's on a hot lap, aren't they? Yeah, that's not good. Teo Pourchaire is actively going for an overtake into turn 1 on an Alpine, and he gets the move done. So Teo Pourchaire on the move, overtaking, I believe that's Ocon, on a hot lap, which isn't ideal, and it's not particularly fast. Through the first sector, Teo Pourchaire is going to be yellow, which you'd sort of expect. George Russell crosses the line, goes P8, so he's safely into Q... Why is Giovinazzi 11th? When did he get there? Wait, Giovinazzi is currently 11th and improving. I'm sorry, what? How did he do that? That is incredible from Giovinazzi. Oh my goodness, okay. Top stuff. Teo Pourchaire through Sector 2. It's going to be another yellow sector. It's not looking too hot for Teo. He rounds the final corner. I think he's 100% going to be out qualifying here. He crosses the line, improves in Sector 3, stays P20 as Valtteri Bottas sets the fastest Sector 1. Giovinazzi improves on his lap time, but stays P11. What was the actual lap time in the end? It was... Okay, so he wasn't going to improve his lap time because Hamilton is still 0.4 of a second ahead. But let's take a look at other drivers behind. So Gasly, not on a lap. Bottas is on a lap. Is he improving, though? Yes, fastest Sector 1, I remember that. Fast in Sector 2 as well. Not fastest, but still pretty fast. We also have Albon improving, Tsunoda improving, Sargent improving, Hulkenberg improving. But Gio should be easily through. Here comes Bottas on an absolute flyer. Crosses the line, goes P11, that's fine. Sargent goes P13, that's fine. Yuki Tsunoda about to cross the line. Giovinazzi is through to Q2. Teo Pourchaire, P21. Wow. What a turnaround that is. I was bigging up Teo before the session saying how good his qualifying form is. And then he goes and drops a 21 place disaster class. Giovinazzi is through to Q2. Now, this is what I want to look at. I want to look at the driver's setup satisfaction because I want to see something. This will change everything. Right, so I couldn't actually look at Teo's... Oh, no, I can. So Teo had 95% satisfaction and finished 21st. Giovinazzi had a 86% and is into Q2. See, so does that mean that the confidence and the satisfaction setup doesn't really mean anything? Because, you know, like, he's got 9% less, but gone, like, a second faster. So, I don't know. Right, Giovinazzi is about to finish his first flying lap of qualifying number 2. Where is it going to be? Crosses the line and goes... not last. That is quality. He is basically last because Sargent has obviously dropped a stinker. He is, well, 4 seconds behind Perez, who is fastest by half a second. That's definitely realistic. That's not awful, but it's not brilliant either. Let's see how everyone else does. Okay, so he's ahead of Bottas. He's ahead of Hamilton. That's quite interesting. And then we have... he's ahead of Magnussen. Okay, that's pretty good, really. I mean, P12 at the moment, you'd assume that Bottas and Hamilton would go ahead of him on the second runs, just because they're in, you know, they're quicker. But that's not a bad effort from Gio. Let's put him on some new tyres, and we'll go again. And here we go. Giovinazzi has a completely clear track ahead of him. This is all up to you now, son. Let's do this thing. Through Sector 1, it is going to be green for Giovinazzi. Hulkenberg is yellow. Hamilton hasn't started a lap yet, or if he has, he's P13. Sargent improves, goes P12, but that is beatable. The gap is only, like, what, 8 milliseconds, 6 milliseconds. Absolutely nothing. Hamilton improving as well. Hulkenberg, though, is finished. Magnussen still on his lap as well. Giovinazzi through Sector 2. Please be green, please. No, oh, that's just not what I wanted to see at all. That is the opposite of what I wanted to see. That's really annoyed me. Such a good first sector by Gio, but then he bottles it in Sector 2. What a twat! Oh my goodness, this is quite, you know, heart-shattering. Comes around the final corner. Can he at least improve his position? Crosses the line. And he does. He gets ahead of Logan Sargent. I do believe that Hamilton will go ahead of both of them. But that is such a shame. Because I truly believe that, you know, Giovinazzi, maybe not because of the gap to Hulkenberg, as Hamilton crosses the line and goes P12. Hamilton is out of quali. Oh my goodness. Logan Sargent, is he on a lap? He is, but he's not improving. Let's see how he gets on. He's yellow, and he does stay there. That is oh, that's just... Okay, well, that is still an incredible effort by Giovinazzi. I believe that's our best qualify? I just tried to mix... I can't speak right now. That's our best qualifying position, I think, in the entire series. But there was potential for something a little bit better. You look at the Q1 times, and, you know, he is quite slow compared to, you know, some of the other drivers. I mean, he was 4 tenths away from Lewis Hamilton, but his Q2 time only improved by 20 milliseconds. Now, I don't think he could have got into Q3 because his gap to Q3 was half a second. Now, I can't expect anything more from the lad. That's a fantastic qualifying result. Now, let's see who got pole. Max Verstappen. Who else? By half a second over Checo. The only driver to get into the 1 minute 11s. Actually, Checo did a 1:11.7. So how was Checo 7 tenths of a second slower in Q3 than Q2? I have no idea. But we'll be starting P13 and P21 for the Spanish Grand Prix. Right, now these strategies are some of the most wild things I have ever seen in my life. The game wants me to do a 3-stop strategy. Here we go, Spanish Grand Prix, Bosch. Come on the boys, let's do this thing. Round number 10, Mystery Man with the green flag is waving that bitch about, and here we go. Let's do this thing. Right, there are already things to manage. We are going to go for that. We're going to go to the push on the fuel. We're going to put everything on deploy as we make our way into turn number 1. Teo has already lost a place to Lance Stroll into turn 1. Let's get a little info on Giovinazzi fighting Lewis Hamilton. Go on, son. He's done him in! He's done him in! Oh my god! Giovinazzi overtakes Hamilton and is P12. Lewis Hamilton overtakes Giovinazzi and he's now P13. Nope, they're still fighting. They're still giving it some. And Gio bottles out of it. Honestly, great. I don't really care. Hamilton's in a quicker car. I'm not too bothered. He's actually sent it on the inside here. Where's that come from then? You can't keep them behind. You're struggling to get ahead of them, mate. Relax. Right, so now we've reached the end of the first lap. I'm going to put you back onto neutral, you onto balance, and then you onto neutral. And I think for now, we just chill and let our drivers race. Giovinazzi now under pressure from Valtteri Bottas, sends it around the outside. He's sticking in it. He's defending quite well. And he's still got the place, but he is already dropping out of a second from Hamilton. This is poo. This is bad, really. Oh, no. So Giovinazzi does lose that place to Bottas, and he is now fighting Kevin Magnussen and Logan Sargent. Why is he so slow? He's on the soft tyre. I feel like he's probably on the same strategy as everyone else with, like, you know, the what's this one called? The standard pace on the soft. Surely that's what everyone else on the softs is doing. There's no way they're on push. That's pretty crazy. I think what I am going to do is go for, excuse me, high overtake aggression. I think that might work quite well because he's got very high confidence. Teo Pourchaire on the move. He has overtaken Zhou Guanyu. Valtteri Bottas has been done by Giovinazzi as well, and then he gets the place back. So quite a good scrap going on there. Gio gets back past. I think they're going to keep swapping places throughout this race. And Sargent just dropped down about 3 places. That's always nice. He's actually looking quite lively today. Teo Pourchaire within a second of Magnussen. Clears him and is already quite far ahead. Teo has some serious pace right now. Gio's pace is looking extremely concerning now. He has dropped out of a second of Bottas, who stops. And he's now under pressure from Gasly and Sargent and most of the field. Now, when are we looking to stop? Okay, so we're looking to stop in quite a few laps time. I think I might actually stop him now because I don't want him to get undercut. It's a little bit early. Actually, no, that is a little bit early. We'll keep him out for a little bit longer. If we take a look at the pit options, we'll wait until lap 19, I think, probably. No, that's not lap 19, the next lap. Giovinazzi in the pits, and it's a 5-second stop. That is absolutely infuriating. That's actually really, really bad. He has now been undercut by Gasly and Bottas and Albon by a significant margin as well. That is pretty crazy. Right, Teo Pourchaire is now in the pits. Going to be a decent stop. 2.9 isn't awful. It's pretty dreary, but it's not bad. I'm actually going to put him onto aggressive, just so we can get those tyres nice and warmed up, and then we'll switch him back to standard. Giovinazzi on the move, overtaking Magnussen and Logan Sargent. Esteban Ocon has quite a severe mechanical issue. I think, who just stopped? I don't even know who just stopped. Teo Pourchaire on the move as well, overtaking Zhou Guanyu. The drivers look like they got some decent pace with them. Giovinazzi should be able to catch Ocon, I would hope, seeing as he has got that issue. And there is a safety car. Oh no, that's actually quite bad. Not really, but like, it doesn't really change much, as it was Hamilton and Alonso crashing into each other. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Here they go. This is, I don't even know where this is. Oh, this is the end of Sector 2. Hamilton spins, and Alonso catches the front of him. Wow, that's quite a fun crash, really. All Hamilton's fault. But yeah, I don't think that will affect the race too much. Everyone's already done their first stops. Actually, Alex Albon hasn't. Has he? I can't tell. I think he has. There's obviously no reason to stop our drivers again. They stopped like 2 laps ago. They might as well just stay out. Do you know what I mean? What I can do, though, is that since it's a safety car, I can actually put our drivers on conserve fuel and harvest ERS. And, of course, if I really want to, I can put conserve tyres. I can leave all of this on conserve because they're obviously behind the safety car. And Hamilton gets a 5-second time penalty despite not being in the race anymore. So I'm not sure how that works. When does it actually say that the safety car's coming in? Because that's, you know, extremely important information. Actually, there is actually a good benefit for the safety car. It puts everyone on the lead lap and next to each other. So that's actually quite good. Giovinazzi, by the way, has moved up to P11 because I believe some drivers have stopped. I have a driver in P11. Ooh, that's quite exciting. Oh, the safety car is ending, so let's make sure this is all good. You're going to go on aggressive. We'll go for push, deploy, and then we'll do the same thing for you. I'll put you on a... Actually, no, yeah, aggressive. Actually, okay, yeah, we'll keep on aggressive, and then push, and then deploy. We now have 3.8 kg of extra fuel. Holy moly, that is going to be quite good. And then we'll also go high overtake aggression. You've got high confidence, you should be okay with that. And, well, here we go. Safety car is coming in. Oh, this is quite intense. I'm actually getting quite anxious, quite nervous. This is... Oh... You know, P11, that's very, very high. The safety car is over. We come round the final corner, and we are away. Now, wow, whoever's at the front is taking their sweet time. It's actually Lando Norris He took his time there. Giovinazzi seemed to have got a pretty decent start, though. He is 0.2 behind Lance Stroll. Everything is fine for now. I think we can just... Yeah, I think we can just leave it now for a lap, wait for the fuel to go down back to 0, wait for the ERS to go a little bit, and then we'll put them back onto standard running. Actually, Teo can stay on aggressive for now because his tyre wear is actually less than expected. Actually, both should be, because obviously they have the safety car. Giovinazzi... Oh, I thought he was overtaking someone. He's actually fighting Alexander Albon. Ah, okay. So, not a brilliant start. He is already nearly a second behind Lance Stroll. Pooh. Giovinazzi is now down to P13. Teo Pourchaire up to P15, though. And then Gasly going through. Giovinazzi and Teo now next to each other. I'm not going to use any team orders. I'm going to let them go for it. If something goes wrong, then that's my bad, you know what I mean? Sergio Perez sets the fastest lap. He is somehow about to take the lead. That is just unheard of. Now, what's quite annoying here, as my drivers are actually fighting each other, they are going to go nearly 3 wide into turn 1. Teo Pourchaire goes through. Giovinazzi has been double overtaken. No, he hasn't. It's just single for now. Oh, that's really poo. So Giovinazzi, who was P11 at one point, has now dropped to P16, and his teammate has done him. Oh, poo. What I was going to say is, when I put the cars on balanced, the engine is obviously at normal temperature, but the fuel doesn't go down, it keeps going up, and I want to burn that extra fuel. But if I burn the extra fuel, the engine temperature goes up, and is obviously at a higher risk of wear and just blowing up. So it's a tricky one. Alright, Giovinazzi is in for his second stop this race, and I feel so bad for him. After a masterclass of a qualifying performance, Giovinazzi gets a 5-second stop, and then a 7-second stop. Isn't that fun? Isn't that just absolutely fantastic? I think it is. What about Teo's pit stop time? His first one was 2.9. The second one, 2.7. That is not egregious. Now, Giovinazzi, get onto the aggressive so that we can start getting that tyre temperature up. Looking good. Also, you on aggressive, get the tyre temperature nice and up. Lovely stuff. Back onto standard, and now we just let the drivers race, and hopefully something happens. There's a yellow flag. Leclerc drops down a few places, but it isn't looking too hot at the moment. We are going to keep them on the push fuel mode. Their engines are overheating a little bit, but it's not outrageous. Teo Pourchaire overtaking Logan Sargent, and he's clearing him already 3 seconds ahead. What a driver. Giovinazzi catching Sargent as well. Sargent pits. My drivers are now up to P15 and P16. We have 12 laps remaining. The fuel is still looking good. The engine is a little bit hot, but it's okay. We also have a lot of ERS to use as well. Tyres are also looking good as well. Everything is looking good. It's just now managing and getting to the end. Now, is there a way we can catch either Hulkenberg or Albon? It's not looking too likely. The gap is staying about 6 seconds. It's actually going up. Pierre Gasly also catching. So, honestly, I just hope the lads stay where they are, to be honest. But Gasly is catching very, very quickly. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both the drivers back onto balanced and then wait until, like, the final couple of laps, just so they have that margin. Here comes Pierre Gasly, though. Gasly's going to get past Gio here quite easily. And there it is. Done. Wow. That has really, 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 really frustrated me. He shouldn't be able to catch Teo, though. Yeah, no, Teo's got him in the bag. I mean, Gasly's catching, but it's nowhere near enough. And now we just go until the end. 3 laps remaining. I am very happy with this race result. I think I've maximized it at least. Final lap of the race. Push mode for Teo Pourchaire. Why is it going so quick? And deploy. You push. Deploy. Attack. You attack. Lads, give it the beans. Here comes Teo Pourchaire. Around the final sector, it is going to be back-to-back P14 finishes for the team. And he only finished 3 seconds behind Hulkenberg. If there was, you know, another couple of laps, I reckon Teo could have done it. What a race. Well done, Teo. You did yourself proud there, mate. Pierre Gasly crosses the line in P15 and then quite a far back. Still a good race, though. Giovinazzi, P16. And there it is. I don't know how to feel about that. Did I maximize the result today? What could I have done better? I don't know, to be honest. I feel like the hard tires I didn't need to use. I feel like the absolute pinnacle strategy today was a soft, medium, or soft, medium, soft. I don't think the hards were entirely necessary. The safety car obviously didn't help, but I don't think it impacted the results too much. Of course, if I stayed out and then the safety car came out and then I pitted Teo, he would have maybe finished in the points today, or P11. But, you know, I had no idea there was going to be a safety car, and I wasn't going to leave him out for longer just hoping there was a safety car. So, I think I did pretty well there. If there's anything I could have done better, please let me know, because I'm not too sure. But I think that was a pretty solid, bog-standard strategy. Played it, you know, how we planned it. P14 and P16, which I'm quite happy with, to be honest. So there's the final finishing order for those interested if you didn't spot it earlier. Max Verstappen takes another win, who would have guessed, ahead of Checo, who, again, unrealistically finishes second. Sainz finishes third after gaining 3 places. Lance Stroll is our biggest gainer, plus 13 places to finish inside of the points. And Oscar Piastri is our biggest loser. Wait, no! Wait, yeah. Oscar Piastri is our biggest loser, losing 6 places. Teo Pourchaire up 3 places. Oh, sorry, I can't read. Up 7 places. Holy moly, what a driver. That's a fantastic race performance by Teo. Well done. Here's the Drivers' Championship. I like it how, like, 4 rounds ago, it was actually quite close between Verstappen and Norris. It was like 20 points. Now it's almost 100. So that's always good. The Constructors looks like this. Red Bull have a 134-point lead. And looking at the fastest pit stops, once again, we don't make the top 10. We're actually quite far away. As you can see, Giovinazzi got completely stuffed by these pit stops today. Really bad. You know, that's a total of 11 seconds of pit stop time. Teo Pourchaire had 5. So, or 6, if you want to call it. So, Gio almost double the amount of time spent in the pits. You know, 5 seconds is a lot, really. I mean, that extra 5 seconds could have kept Gio in P15. But we move. And looking at the race targets as well, look at that! Teo completed it! And so did Gio. So we have got ultimate baggage in the kitty. £640,000. That is filthy. Now, looking at the post-race data, it says that our car struggled given its low medium speed performance, although it says that every single week. Our car also underperforms on top speed, again, says that all the time. The Austrian Grand Prix will need solid DRS effectiveness, so, you know, we ain't got that either. In terms of strategy, we expected to finish 20th, and we finished 14th. So we were above target. The best strategy was a 2-stop. Again, I do feel like soft, medium, or just 2 softs and a medium. Actually, even better, 2 mediums and a soft probably would have been better than the soft, medium, hard. But I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. And that's all there is there. Now, looking at the cars, we do have some broken bits. We have side pod problems for both of the drivers, so let's replace those. We'll also replace the front wing. Can I not do that? I guess I can't do that. Okay, that's fine. You're all good. The powertrain, I think, will install... Oh, wow, that's really bad. Okay, never mind. And Giovinazzi, you have a broken rear wing. We can replace that. Lovely. So our drivers are now all good. Their cars are fine. Now, before I go, there is one more thing that I want to do, and that is develop a new car part, because it is the new ATR period, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to design and research a car part. Well, design a car part. Now it's time to pick what car part I want. I'm inclined to go with the side pods because they have all the speeds. Actually, the rear wing. Oh, I might do the rear wing, you know, because that's got DRS effectiveness, low speed, medium speed, and high speed, which is things that we all need. There isn't actually a car part that specializes in medium speed, so you know what? I'm going to go with the rear wing. I don't know if it's a bad call, but that's what I'm doing. Now, this is what this one person said I should do, and this is exactly what I am going to do. I'm going to use all 6.9 hours of MAU, whatever that is, and I'm also going to use all 92 of my wind tunnel hours. Bosh. I'm going to do all of that, So what we get now is an incredibly overpowered car. We get plus 9% drag reduction, almost 9% DRS, plus 0.1 KN. The only thing I can think of that stands for is kinetic, but I don't think it is that. But lots of increases on that as well, and almost 10% airflow sensitivity. So an incredibly good car part. Then we move on to the focus preset. We could go for... Okay, so we can actually change this. I want high medium speed is what I want. I just want a lot of medium speed. Drag reduction I would also like, so let's go with a bit of drag reduction. Well, that heavily impacts that. Okay, so what if we do about 1 tick extra of drag reduction? We'll do 2 ticks extra of medium speed. Wait, can't I just up all of them? Wait, what if I just upped all of them? Wouldn't that just make them all really good? Right, so that's not actually how that works for obvious reasons. So this is what I've gone with. I've gone for extra medium speed. I've gone for a little bit of extra low speed. I might actually revert that. Yeah, actually, I changed my mind. We're going to do this. So we're going to do 1 tick extra of drag reduction, 3 ticks of medium speed, 1 tick of high speed, 1 tick of airflow. I don't think we actually need that. I'm happy with keeping it like that. And I'm also going to go for minus 0.6 of a kilogram, which does reduce the durability, which ours is already pretty crap, but it does make it lighter, which is very, very good. So now we go to the development focus, which is going to be our engineers, and I'm going to put 6 engineers on this car part. Now, we could rush it, which costs more, and it's only 9 days earlier, so honestly, I don't really mind. I think we'll just go for normal, and we will confirm it. Ready, and bosh. That rear wing is going to be utterly disgraceful when it graces our cars, but that's going to be all from me today on F1 Manager. Great race, really. Pretty boring, apart from a couple of crashes, but a fantastic race with Théo Pourchaire. Goes from, what, P21 to P14. Giovinazzi has a bit of a stinker. 11 seconds spent in the box. Not ideal. Finish there. P16, still not awful. Next up is Austria. I believe it is a sprint weekend, so that's always fun. And we'll go from there. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. Like I said, I'm trying to hit 1.4k by the end of the year. And I will see you lot next time. Goodbye.